All right, guys, back in KC, Kansas City, Missouri. Got to get a session in. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's me, Tony G, coming to you from the Harrahs Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. This is episode 181, or is it 182, of the poker vlog. I think it's 182. In this episode, we're in town for work again. So we got here about a half a day early because of flights and whatnot, so we figured let's come get a session in. 1-2, no limit, match the stack. I learned my lesson the last time. It's match the stack and prepared. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. Alright guys, well, if this is your first time here, do me a favor, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Sorry about that, my phone shut off. Like I said, if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out, helps me out. If you're not new here, I appreciate you guys stopping back. I hope you guys enjoy this poker vlog from Harrahs in Kansas City. Let's get into it. I'm on the list for 1-2, but I'm not sure if I said this last time. This is probably one of the smallest casinos I've ever been in. It's supposed to be technically a riverboat because it's on the river, but it's a solid structure. There's no boat here. Okay, before we get into the first hand, I just want to let everybody know again, as I previously stated, this is 1-2, match the stack. So I started a whole new table. The most you can start with is 200, which is what I did. But you can match a stack as soon as somebody else has more money. And it gets crazy, but I didn't get into too many crazy hands, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. Okay, folks, about 10-15 minutes after we get into it, we get pocket sevens in middle position. It gets to me, and I make it $10 to go. And the cutoff, and the gentleman to my right likes it. We're going three ways to the flop, which is king, 7, 10 with 2 clubs. Boom, we flop a set. It is the bottom set, but we do flop a set, which is always a good thing to do. It checks to me, and I throw out a bet of $20. The cutoff tanks, but ultimately calls, and the guy to my right, he decides he doesn't like it. He folds his cards, so we're heads up to the turn, which is the queen of spades. I decide to check, and the cutoff checks. So the river is the 3 of diamonds. Doesn't change too much. I'm thinking about what I can get out of this guy. Maybe he's got 2 pair. Maybe he's got a king, queen, king, 10. Well, I throw out 25. He thinks about it, but says, they're probably not good, but I'm going to go ahead and call. I show him the set of sevens. He mucks, and we'll take down that pot. Okay, just before this hand, I get it all in with a very short stack. The guy had like 55 or 60 bucks left. Ace 8 versus king 8. They're all bricks until the river, and he hits a king. So I lost that hand. Probably was a dumb move by me, but the guy was tilted, and I wanted to try to take advantage of it. Anyway, here we go. Okay, here we are with queen 10 of clubs in middle position. It's a $10 bet to me, and I decide to go ahead and call the $10. We got queen 10 suited, lots of connector possibilities. Let's do it. And apparently 2 other liked it. We're 3 ways to the flop, and the flop absolutely misses except for 1 club. It's 7, 7, jack, rainbow. So when there's a paired flop, it usually checks around any small stakes, and that's exactly what it does. It checks over to the turn, which is the 4 of clubs. well, it's getting more interesting now. The only thing we can really hit is maybe a queen or another club. Let's hope for another club. But it checks to me, and I throw out a bet of $15, and the dude to the dealer's left, he decides to call and everybody else folds. We're heads up. And the river, boom, ace of clubs. We hit a flush. Hopefully he doesn't have a king. He thinks about it and checks it over to me. I throw out a bet of $40 and he folds, and we'll take down that pot. It's always good to hit a flush. Wish we could have got more value though. Okay, I apologize for not having videos of these hands, but I just lost a decent pot. Ace King suited versus aces, and yeah, it didn't go well, and I lost about $180 on that one. And now we have Ace Queen suited. So here we are with Ace Queen suited. I'm on the button, it gets to me, and I make it $20 to go. And then middle position decides to raise, which to me looks like about 100. When it gets to me, I do ask for the count to make sure it is 100. After he counts, I do tank. And this guy was tilted a little bit, but had won a couple hands and wasn't bluffing too much. But yeah, I decided to put them all in for about 215 effective. He gets the count after the dealer obviously checks it and decides to call. And the run out is 4, Queen, 8, 6, 4. Possible flush. I have a pair of queens with an ace high. And what is it? I decide to flip over my cards, even though he called. And yeah, he's got jacks, and he's not winning this one.
It was suited. Oh, I was going to say, when you talking about mine was suited.
Okay, here we are with the Cowboys. In middle position, I make it $20 to go after it gets around to me. And only one person decides they like their hand well enough to call. So here we go, heads up to the flop. And the flop is 3, 5, 8 rainbow. It's a pretty good flop for pocket kings. I think about it and decide to put my bet of $25 in the middle. And pretty quickly he calls. He says, let's go see one more card. This guy was all over the place all night, but he wanted to see one more card, so let's go. $25, one more card. The turn is the 9 of diamonds. So I decide to check this time, and unfortunately he checks back because another diamond comes. It's the Queen of diamonds. I check this time. I am afraid of the flush. But he throws out a decent bet, $35. And for $35, I had to see what was going on. I called the 35, flip over the kings, and we're good. Let's take down the pot.
Diamond killed me.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you did and didn't like. I'll see you in the next episode. And don't forget, it doesn't matter how you're living your life, as long as you're living the felt life.